As the prophet of esports, I rely on trustworthy and meaningful data every day. Data from our research partner, YouGov, offers the most complete view of esports fans and gamers in the world, providing context to who they are, what they think, the brands they buy, and things they do. YouGov's connected insights and research services inform strategy at every level. If you're a team, a brand, agency, or rights holder, you should be talking with YouGov. Their partners measure and maximize ROI and are telling compelling stories with data. Visit yougov.com/gaming-esports to learn more. And the headline here is Blizzard 2.0, Exodus from WoW Kingdom spawns new gaming hub in Irvine. And basically, there's this, all the developers, all the executives that have left Blizzard over the last few years, and most recently, basically have all gone on to start their own shops. They seem to all be aggregating in Irvine, the same city where Blizzard has their campus. And hundreds now of ex-employees are now working across what they say here in this article, half a dozen independent studios. In some ways, guys, do you think, you know, we've been on this Blizzard topic and the exodus from Blizzard and all the talent that they're losing. But when you read an article like this, does anyone think that maybe Blizzard's talent loss is not the worst thing in the world for gaming? That much of this talent will go on to independent studios where maybe they have more creative freedom, and maybe we will see some great Blizzard-esque games again? Lindsay, you were shaking your head. I don't know if you disagreed or...
Well, no, I agree. We talked about this as they were leaving. It's not like everyone who's leaving is just gonna disappear from gaming forever. So, and a lot of them have moved on to really cool and creative things. I can never remember the title. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, a whole bunch of these little studios have popped up, and I think it's going to be really cool to see what they do. And I think that there always has been, and there's a thriving indie ecosystem. And I think it's really cool that they're kind of banding together too to create stuff. And yeah, the creative freedom is really nice. I mean, they're not stuck producing sequels, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, one of the examples they put here is Frost Giant, right? Which is
that's the one I was thinking of.
Making like a real-time strategy game, raised right. $10 million. Like
Dreamscape.
Will we see real-time strategy games make a comeback, right? Like that's an exciting reality for me personally.
Right. Yeah.
And is this the benefit of the employee exodus from Blizzard?
And I genuinely believe so too, because like to William's point before too, where more of these external brands are coming in to pick up naming rights. Shopify's founder, forget his name, huge fan of StarCraft, personally made sure that the Shopify Rebellion StarCraft team happened. They're a major proponent of this RTS strategy genre, and they have the support now of the developers who've literally worked on the biggest RTS game in the history of literally the world. So yeah, I totally agree. I totally think it's amazing that they're taking, they're just lifting themselves out of this because they're finally standing up and saying, we're not going to just create the next thing just because you're telling us, just because you're Activision Blizzard. Like, we have great ideas, we're going to execute them. And, Mike Morhaim's made his own thing. Frost Giant's doing their own thing. Like, it's exciting. I want to see the products that these guys are putting out, and I'm really less and less caring about all the Blizzard titles that I cared about for so long. Like even Overwatch 2, Jeff Kaplan's gone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited for what they're going to do now. I feel like they've got a fire lit under them. Like, they're like, okay, we got to prove to the world that we can,
Can I ask a landmine-filled question or mine-filled question here, which is like a very loaded question? What studio do we think, a la Blizzard today, would we hope has a huge exodus of employees because we think those talented people may be better off creating games independently? Like, is there any other studio where you feel the game development has gone stale and we think that some of those smart people, talented people that are going independent might result in more interesting games going forward? Jimmy B?
I'm gonna say Bethesda.
Interesting one.
I can't even remember the name of the title, but they came out with some half-ass space RPG that was like, not quite Fallout, not quite
Outer
Skyrim,
Worlds,
Outer Rim, Outer World, something
outer
like that.
something, outer something.
I played it. It was a solid B for me. And I feel like I don't know. I love what they've done in the past, but I think, yeah, I think I would love to see what those employees could create if they had a little bit more freedom that the indie environment provides.
Bethesda's a good one. Anyone have any other thoughts or?
I think the Bungie team,
Interesting.
genuinely believe they could make a way better Halo, a way better, I just think they're stuck, they have the know-how, the technical know-how. They know how to create a compelling story, a beautiful FPS game. Now they're just stuck to creating titles to measure up to the colossus that have come before them. Maybe without that pressure, they do a lot better. You know what I mean? But now Halo Infinite been delayed and delayed and delayed. And the property's already been passed on. Maybe it's time to do something new and just start afresh. I can't see them ever getting away from that shadow of, you were a Halo company, you got to do something that large. And if you don't, no one's going to care again,
Yeah. It's an interesting thought. I just want to I want to read a couple of these comments here. Wade says, "Yeah, if Disney is going to be if Disney is going to be the Disney of titles, isn't this kind of a good thing for them?" Sorry, if Blizzard is going to be the Disney of titles, is that the yes? If Blizzard is going to be the Disney of titles, isn't this kind of a good thing for them? Wade, what's the thinking there? Why would this be a good thing for them? I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that, because it's an interesting take, and I'm curious what the thinking is. Roman says, "Hey, haven't been able to watch live in a long time, but I just wanted to say hi to you all. I listen to the podcast and the recorded after show every week." Roman, thank you. Really appreciate it. Anyways, I can't stay on, but I just wanted to say you are all great. Roman, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the kind words.
By the way, more people should totally feel free to do that. Just drop us, say
drop
hi,
in and just say hi. You're great.
No, yeah, no, but you know what I mean. You don't have to interact with us the whole time. Come in if you listen, drop us, let us know you appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does.
Cam says Bungie has a hero shooter in the works. No, maybe just rumors. I think it's just rumors at this stage. We have talked about it, but I'm pretty sure nothing has been confirmed by Bungie. Wade says,
Halo even work in these? Sorry, does Halo even work in this day and age? You know what I mean? Does the IP still have that selling power?
First person, the epic single player Halo experience?
I don't know. I think
Halo.
I think the IP overall just does it have the same pull that it used to? Weren't the people that played Halo originally on the Xbox 30 now? I don't know.
Okay, but people who played WoW when they were
True, but WoW is
WoW
living.
Now.
It's a subscription service. They keep getting updates out, and I think it's a very constant growth of players, if not, a linear thing. But I don't know. It's a conversation for a different time.
Wade says where long-term Blizzard would buy up the game. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting thought, right? It's just not a good... I don't think that's a conscious corporate strategy where it's hey, we'll alienate a bunch of our employees in the hopes that they go make great games that we can then buy, right? I guess that would be a nice sort of side benefit for them if those people leave and want to come back into the Blizzard fold at some point and Blizzard can buy them. But I don't know if that would be a conscious decision. Does anyone think Blizzard's doing this purposely? To create to Wade's point, becomes an incubator for ideas? They actually want people to leave to go incubate new ideas?
It's kind of scary what they've been doing. I'll just say that.
I don't think Blizzard has that kind of innovation in them, but
and you could do that internally, right? If you empower people internally and give them a bunch of leeway and a huge budget and all the creative freedom they want, you wouldn't have to sort of be so slow moving and so stifling that they leave in the hopes that they will then be creative and come back. I don't think that they're doing it purposely. It's a good thought though, Wade.